Welcome back. Ecology for economics and economy for ecology is the best formula for Goa. The activists and industrialists raised this thought during the panel discussion by the Mathani Saldana Memorial Foundation on Saturday. People of Goa need employment, but it should not be at the cost of environment. Ecology should be exploited, but it should not be degraded, opined the speakers. Speakers also proposed that the Goa government should plan for the ecology and economics.
Affordable housing is a social need and ती आम्ही ऍड्रेस कशी करतले तातूंतल्यान गार्बेज स्लम हे जो पळय आसता आनी गोंयांत प्रमोदान एक चीज जाला की इंटर स्टेट मायग्रेशन कमी जाला इंट्रा स्टेट म्हणजे काणकोण सांगे हातूंतल्यान मडगांव लोक येतात पेडणेंतल्यान पणजे लोक येतात हांकां रावपाची वेवस्था कशी करतले हाजो आमी विचार करपाक जाय आनी आमकां सोल्युशन ओरिएंटेड जावचें पडटलें and either or you are on the other side of the table, we are on the we are all Goa, we are nature lovers.
Eco-sensitive zones in many places are still preserved. There are still no-go areas, but this has to be cast in stone. If eco-sensitive zones are not to be this, there has to be a legal document to protect that. If this is industrial area, there has to be a legal document to protect that. If this is the kind of tourism we want in the hinterland, there has to be a legal document to protect that. If this is the kind of tourism industry, we want a legal document and a plan to protect that. So unless we have this, and this can only come by negotiation, by talking, as Datta says, with a calm mind and without having any kind of preconceived agendas which are just destroying the whole baby before it's even born. I think if we do that, the people of Goa will support it. And if we don't do it, the people of Goa will continue to push us in that direction of saying that unless, give us the environment and give us the economy. The challenge is up to us.
What I think we should do is instead of just pointing out the bad practice, we should also flag good practice.
Rule of law has to be followed. If the rule is incorrect, amend the law. But once the law, legally if you get it, the government should give full protection. I think transparency is the key. We should also not allow rogue industrialists to come and exploit the system. That also should be there. We need to have a very clear policy on this.
Together with that concept of federalism within Goa, we also require a conscious attempt to address the inequalities which permeate and inform the whole concept of Goa as we know it today.
A single stakeholder cannot do it. It has to be co-created. So first thing, that the trust building exercise, let us start doing that. Because one thing we should understand, that today, whether we accept it or not, we are in a risk society. We have to learn together that how to manage that risk and live together.
Ecology for economy, number one. Number two, negativism भरपूर वाढला, positivism जाय, positive approach जाय. Number three, जो oppose करता ताजी responsibility propose करपाची. So oppose करता आणि propose करपा जाय, then only something will happen. And that's why ताका एकूच गजाल जाय, and I will end it with that. जो approach Mathani Saldana कडे आशिल्लो, we require Mathani approach for Goa today.
On the issue of divesting power to hear corruption cases from the MAPSA CBI court, Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar has clarified that the direction of transfer has come from the High Court. Parrikar further said his government has just issued order of transfer as required under the law. Meanwhile, the RTI activist advocate Iris Rodriguez has served a legal notice to the Parrikar government alleging that this order is a contempt of the Supreme Court.
While all the corruption cases are being transferred from the special MAPSA CBI court to Panji Principal District and Sessions Court, questions are being raised as in why the power is divested from the CBI court. Over this argument, Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar clarified that direction of transfer had come from the High Court and he had just issued necessary order.
It is a decision of the High Court. High Court transfers the job. I don't transfer. I only issue orders. कोर्टान जे आमकां हे दिल्ले आसता ट्रान्सफरीची ऑर्डर इज नोटिफायड बाय लॉ डिपार्टमेंट बिकॉज दॅट इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द लॉ दॅट इज हाव द लॉ टेक्स प्लेस बट आय एम नॉट म्हणजे फाल्यां तुवें अंडर सेक्रेटरीन सही केली तूं जसो अंडर सेक्रेटरीक विचारिना तशेंच ह्या मॅटरान इट इज अ डिसिजन ऑफ द हाय कोर्ट कन्वेज टू अस दॅट इज जज हॅज टू बी प्लेस्ड हियर दी जज हॅज टू बी प्लेस्ड ट्रान्सफर्स ब्युरो is matter with the High Court, not with the State Board. Selection, transfer with the High Court. तांची लीव सँक्शन हायकोर्ट बट रेकॉर्ड आमी दवरता.
But activist advocate Iris Rodriguez claims that this is a clear case of contempt of Supreme Court's order.
Now, removing the powers from the CBI court is a clear contempt of the Supreme Court directive, because the Supreme Court had clearly said that corruption cases have to be fast tracked and that the government has to set up CBI courts. So in line with that, and this CBI court is funded by the central government. In fact, the Goa government first pays the amount and everything is funded by the central government.
Iris Rodriguez points out that the apex court has directed to expedite the hearing of corruption cases, but Panji Principal District and Sessions Court is already flooded with the pendency.
All corruption matters, whether they are investigated by the CBI or by the ACB, everything is given to the Principal District Judge, North Goa, who already has a burden of 1,670 cases as of today. Besides that, he has a direction matter to finish Tarun Tejpal's matter in 6 months. So this judge will not be in a position to hear any corruption cases.
In a legal notice, Iris Rodriguez has stated that if government does not withdraw this transfer order, he will approach the Supreme Court. Reporter Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
Accountant General of Goa has sought clarification from Goa government about remuneration paid to Advocate General Atmaram Nadkarni. Accountant General has also asked to produce justification to exorbitant fees paid to Advocate General over the years. Accountant General has also asked the details of monthly payment made to Advocate General in last 5 years.
Goa Office of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India has asked Goa government to file a detailed reply to the queries raised on the alleged exorbitant fees being paid to Advocate General Atmaram Nadkarni. Accountant General of Goa, in its communication with Goa government, has sought clarification about remuneration paid to Advocate General Atmaram Nadkarni. Earlier, on 23rd January this year, CAG had sought an explanation and justification on the alleged high fees being paid to Advocate General. CAG had also asked to furnish details of cases represented by Advocate General, indicating case-wise details of remuneration, travel allowance and incidentals paid to him. CAG had also asked the details of monthly payment made to Advocate General in the last 5 years. After delay of 8 months, Department of Law and Judiciary of Goa government had filed a reply to CAG. The reply gave details of fees paid to all the government advocates between 2008 to 2013, but it failed to give all the details of payments to Advocate General in the manner as sought by CAG. Now, CAG has requested Goa government to file all the details on an urgent basis. Reporter Mukesh Kumar for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.